Good afternoon and welcome to BJC Mitzvah Day, number 123, part 4. Using the Sefer Hachinuch, a Mitzvah Day keeps your soul on its way. And we're continuing with the Mitzvah, the obligation of the Oleh V'yoreid offering. Today is dedicated for a refuah shalema, a speedy healing for Shoshana Rivka Bas Rus. She really needs it. She should have a refuah shalema in the merit of today's mitzvah. Here we go. Among the underlying purposes of the mitzvah is that which we've already stated in mitzvah number 95, that the purpose of an offering is to make the sinner aware and have him take to heart, through the power of this action, that he has acted wickedly and that he should ask forgiveness from the Almighty for what was done, and to be aware regarding his actions in the future. The Chinuch turns to the specific offering of this mitzvah, which in its descending order of obligations based on financial ability is more lenient and atonement than the standard chatas offering, which is again means sin offering. Chinuch explains why these specific sins are singled out for leniency, starting with the sin of swearing falsely. In God's wisdom, blessed is He, and in His knowledge of the shallowness of human intelligence, and the meagerness of their comprehension, and the deficiency of their fortitude, He eased for them the ability to achieve atonement for these aforementioned sins, allowing the offerings to be brought commensurate with the man's wealth or poverty, since the potential for stumbling in these sins is commonplace to people. As there is no doubt that a sin of the tongue, such as swearing falsely, is a more likely and regular occurrence than a sin of action. This is sufficient reason for you to understand the leniency of the Oleh V'yoreid offering for the sins regarding oaths. Isn't that sad? Our mouth is like a loaded weapon, and so often we abuse it. It's what separates us from animals. We abuse it with nasty remarks, texts, emails, whether it's gossip, whether it's evil gossip. We'll learn about it, but the point is we have to realize that our mouths are very powerful. The Chinuch explains the reason for leniency with regard to tumah violations, impurity violations. So too regarding the matter of tumah violations of the temple and its consecrated foods. It is known that failure is commonplace, for it is very difficult for any person to be vigilant in the matter of ritual purity, to the extent that it is proper for a ritually pure person to beware of coming in contact with any other people out of fear of tumah, impurity. The discussion of this matter would become unduly long if I, the author, the Chinuch, were to write the many ways that failure commonly occurs in this matter. Nevertheless, this matter is familiar to every understanding person. Let's do a little more. With regard to the sin of denying knowledge of testimony under oath, there is an additional leniency. One can atone with an offering even for a deliberate violation, something generally not possible with other deliberate sins. Usually deliberate sins, you have to just repent. You can't bring an offering to atone for it. The Chinuch explains why this extra leniency is appropriate, and again, that's regarding the denying of knowledge of testimony. So we're going to continue with that part, God willing, tomorrow. Thanks for listening. This is sponsor BJC Mitzvah 3600 the gold. We still have a while to go with this mitzvah, and I certainly appreciate any sponsorship. Go for it. It's a mitzvah.